guys, welcome back to our channel.
Today we're doing a story time of how we met. So, do you want to start off?
Well, what are we going to start off with, babes? How did we meet?
So, I met Rick online.
It's a true story, people. It happened.
No, Rick met me online.
Kind of.
Rick messaged me.
Yes.
So tell them what happened. You were scrolling down looking for girls.
So I was scrolling through, right? And I'm looking for all the girls. And I seen Leanna. I sent Leanna a message. Her and her son were both very cute. And I don't really know if I thought it was going to go anywhere. I just kind of sent this message. And she ended up replying, which was kind of awkward. So she replied, and then it was almost as though like...
I replied because I thought it was nice. You tend to get a lot of rude people, that send you a bunch of... You tend to get a lot of rude people that send you, just rude messages. And he had said something nice, so... I figured I'd try it out. I thought he deserved a hello,
Oliver is my stepson.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we've ever mentioned that.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I said to you?
So I got a hello, and no, I don't really remember. What did you say to me? You don't remember either. It wasn't that significant.
I don't remember.
She just queued up some more conversation. It was like she wanted me to say more.
Yeah. And
like
what?
More.
Tell them what you said next.
And then I told her, and I don't know if it was like kind of like a conversation closer for me at the time, but I told her that I had a lot of problems, and she seemed kind of interested in these problems, people.
Well,
like she wanted to know more.
It's honesty, right?
I guess it is honesty.
Well, that's what I liked. He laid out all of his problems.
And I figured she'd go running for the hills at this point, which would have freed up a lot of time for me, but then I had to continue on with my problems, and that gets even harder because then you got to talk about your problems at the time.
Oh.
And I was broke. Like, I had no money. I was broke. Actually, I had like a bit of Visa card credit that wasn't completely used up, but that was it. That was all I had. I had some credit, some consumer credit with a really high interest rate, and I was very dumb. Okay. So, and then what happened, babes?
And then, well, I was satisfied with all of that.
She was satisfied.
I was like, wow, he seems like a nice person to get involved with.
Yeah, this topped the list, I guess. I don't know how, but it must have topped the list at the time, which was okay. And then I remember we met up to go for coffee.
Yeah,
I don't know how we met up.
That didn't come that simple. You had asked me quite a few times before I gave
Several times. People.
He was like, it's just coffee. Like, as friends, it doesn't need to be anything more than that. And I was humming and hawing and making up excuses and stuff. And then finally, I was like, okay, I'll take you for coffee, because I took you for coffee.
She took me for coffee, okay? This was like hook, line, and sinker for me because she was buying me stuff. And that's definitely a good sign, I would say.
Why?
Everybody likes stuff.
I'll just point out that I was broke too, okay?
She was like semi-broke, okay?
I had enough for coffee.
She had income at the time. We started actually going for coffee at Tim Hortons, which is a pretty awesome restaurant, but... eventually, we just started hanging out at Leanna's apartment, and we would drink coffee there for like hours, and she would just talk and talk.
I thought you liked that. Honestly, we would sit at the coffee table there, I remember, for hours.
And then I remember she had like reserves for the Cold War of this coffee mate powder stuff that could just never go bad. And she had this stuff, and it was good.
You like that stuff?
It was at the time because I was very broke and I didn't have a lot of things to eat.
What?
was a delicious paste when you mixed with water.
He lived with his mom, okay? He had things to eat. You weren't living on the streets.
I was staying with my mom, but she also lived out of town, so I was spending more time in town than I was actually at home.
I remember you were running out of money for cabs to come see me.
Yeah, I was running out of money, people. It was getting to be a bad situation.
Yeah.
So eventually that's when me and Leanna eventually decided to move in together so that I could go work at I started working at the same Tim Hortons where we went for coffee. How ironic, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying, do you know if that apartment building beside you is renting out? Remember?
I wanted to get a job downtown. I wanted to get a place downtown. And then, thinking about it, and you're getting a relationship, the idea is if I went and got a place downtown, I probably would have spent most of my money working at Tim Hortons and paying for rent downtown. And I wouldn't have had a lot of time or money to do anything special with Leanna.
Yeah, and I remember having conversations with my mom and saying, Mom, I don't know about this. He wants to move in. It was kind of soon too. It wasn't that long after we started talking that you suggested.
No, it was pretty quick. This was maybe a month and a half.
Yeah, but our whole relationship kind of was pretty quick, right? Like by the time we got engaged, we were only together for 6 months when we got engaged, and then we were married a year after that.
And both of our lives at the time were a little hit and miss with Leanna was having trouble even trying to get to work and find somewhere for Oliver.
We met when we were...
I was 24 and Leanna was 23.
Yeah, so... And now I'm 29 and he's 30, so...
Some of my shifts at Tim Hortons were 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and then I remember you used to bring me coffee every single day when you got off work. What was it?
I'd bring her a triple with a shot of hazelnut and whipped topping with a dome lid.
Yeah.
And it was actually, we get things for almost half price. So I could tolerate doing that.
Yeah, so I don't get them anymore because he
now
doesn't work
price.
there and he doesn't get it for half price. So he says I don't need all that extra stuff.
It's expensive. It's
hey guys, what do you think about
80
that?
Cents. It's 80 cents for whipped topping. They go like this, or
it's tasty.
It's cream, and cream is free. You can get it put in your coffee for free. They just whip it a bit, and then they charge you 80 cents. Right? Am I right? That's the deal, folks. Whipping fees have gone up. So that is the lovely story of how Leanna and I met. Maybe if people are interested in this kind of stuff, maybe we could go into what happened after I started working at Tim Hortons, because now we've come a long way. I mean, I'm doing electrical work now. Leanna's working at a different place. In the meantime, we got married. We bought a house. There was a lot of stuff that went down. So
yeah.
Tell us if you would like more details on these step-by-step event building blocks that led us to be where we are.
And we'll make another video. So
at least one more. I think the house video, I think our rise to get the house is definitely a video that people might be interested in, because we kind of caught a couple loopholes.
Mm-hmm.
We did pretty good.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't already subscribed to our channel, there's a little red button just below the video here that you can hit, and you will get all of our up-to-date content as well as notifications to when we're posting new content.
Just like this video, then give it a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next vlog. Peace.